go. Come on, something. Come on.
Swing and a miss.
There's a lot of spun.
Don't throw it wide.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Super Mega Baseball's finest competitors went head-to-head this season, duking it out over a long and challenging campaign. We bear witness tonight to half of the Final Four, two players who stormed their way through all in their path. A massive step toward XBL's most coveted prize is on the line. The postseason winds are roaring and the fans hunger for competition. It's time to rumble! This is the XBL semifinals!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to tonight's action here on the Cross-Platform Baseball League. My name is Weaver for Prez, and tonight I'm joined by a special guest here in the booth. His name is Oxbox. How you doing tonight, Ox?
Weave, thanks for having me, man. Pleasure to be here on a big night for the XBL.
Yeah, thank you for joining us on short notice. We've got an absolute stellar matchup for you all tonight. It is JamPaladin and the Malibu Surfers. He's the number 6 seed. He is here in the semifinals to face a 3-time semifinalist, the number 2 seed. That's Flurrabell and his Beaky Bay Birdies, formerly Light Snack, if you've been with us in seasons past. Oxbox, what do you think about this matchup?
It's a big matchup, obviously, on our hands. We've got the semifinals down to the Final Four of the 90 overall league. And as you brought up earlier, Jam, Snack, and Ashnod, the only players in the XBL this year to not be swept by any opponent in the regular season.
Yeah, this is a matchup of big game players. Like you said, yeah, JamPaladin was the only player outside of the top 2, and he finished in the 6th spot that didn't get swept. So he's certainly up to any and all challenges. This is on 93 Ego, however. Ox, who do you think out of between Jam and Flurrabell, who do you think is going to benefit more from the 3 Ego increase from 90 to 93 here for the semifinals?
Really tough to say. Flurrabell, I think, obviously a little bit stronger offensively than the Surfers might be, but the jump to 93 is going to be tough for both of them, and really about who can make the adjustment. I believe JamPaladin, a graduate of the AAA, the furthest any former AAA player has ever made it in the XBL playoffs. So we'll get a nice look at, that not only – nice to see him make it this far, but what kind of adjustment, a AAA graduate must make when he jumps up to the 93 level.
Yeah, an impressive showing, no doubt, and he has a tough task ahead of him. It is Flurrabell versus JamPaladin here, games 1 and 2 of the XBL semifinals here. It is a best-of-7 series, and it's going to begin in mere moments, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. All right, folks. Here we are. It's El Viejo. It's the site of game number 1 of the XBL semifinals. Flurrabell, the home team. JamPaladin, the visitor. And we're all set for first pitch. It'll be to Mew Cochran from Avian Ace.
Longtime leadoff hitter for the Surfers, Mew Cochran.
Great stats across the board. And the first pitch is right down the pipe for strike 1. Avian Ace now evening the count.
The screwball starting pitcher.
That one is in there to strike out the first batter of the game. Cochran takes a strikeout on the fastball. Here we go, Edwin Beck. Quickly ahead, 0-2 is Avian Ace, and then Edwin Beck swings on the cutter inside, so there's out number 2. 2 quick outs for Avian Ace.
And here's Pon Nielsen. And if you'll notice, Weaver, the last 2 swings by Jam going contact, trying to adjust that 93 ego.
Yeah, here is Pon Nielsen. You can see Jam likes to kind of wiggle the reticle a little bit before the pitch. Trying to flip it the other way, but it should be an easy fly out for Fletchling, and it is. So a 1-2-3 inning, a great start for Flurrabell and Avian Ace. Chicken Dinner, Roost, Broodmother, and Bach Bagok to begin versus Ryder Mitchell, the ace of the Surfers.
Some would argue Boone Valtamacchia could be the ace of this staff, but you're right. Stat-wise, I'd say Ryder's probably the ace.
Most of the pitchers, if not all, on the Surfers effective. Jam, pretty much the consensus, either second or third best pitcher in the XBL this season, as that is a good first out. That'll bring up Broodmother. Curveball is in there.
Jam was well known as the best hitter in AAA in his last season, but a strong showing on the mound this year in the XBL as a finalist for the Von Acesen Award.
Yeah, greatly improving his pitching. Led the league in most pitching categories most of the season. That one, it jams Flurrabell, so it should be caught by Norwest, and it is. Quickly 2 down here. Bach Bagok has the contact versus lefty straight. The Ryder Mitchell is a righty. Tries to flip it over the head of Cochran, and he will. Looked like Jam may have had an involuntary switch out to the left fielder. Hard to say. Thought maybe there was a chance for him to jump. Yeah.
I'm not sure if Mew could have reached that or not. It was a pretty nice little flare over the infield, but our first hit of the ball game is going to amount to not much in the end here as both teams go scoreless in the first.
Yeah, it only needs one more pitch. Did Jam, so we're into the top of the second. 4, 5, and 6 here. 12 pitches so far for Avian Ace. Shoot to Jesus. First baseman always getting the start versus lefties. Oh, had a good rip on that one, but was just late. Still probably adjusting to the 93 ego, as anyone would. 3-1, check swing. Maybe he wanted to pull the trigger on that one.
Yeah, he goes back to contact again. As you can see, Jam not even power loading up for a lot of these pitches. He's trying to make that adjustment to 93, and he draws a great leadoff walk here.
Yeah, one thing we definitely saw about Jam, he has a wonderful eye, possibly underrated, depending on who you ask, of course. Wendy Smile, lowest power in this lineup. She's going to bat now. She's going to try and flip to right field, but just pulled it a bit early. The Jesus, not very good speed over at first.
Snack really speeding up the tempo here on the mound.
I mentioned the slow speed of DeJesus. He's going to end up taking second on what was supposed to be a bunt and run. Jam completely whiffed the bunt, and I think that's because Flora knew it was coming.
Love the attempt there, but, you know, the purpose of the bunt's to move the runner, so he ended up accomplishing the goal.
Yeah, maybe a bit of hesitation behind the plate from Bagok. Contributed there. That's a perfect fastball low and away. And now Jam is only going to have the one chance here with Norwest to try and convert that runner who's in scoring position.
And one of the most infuriating things if you're a contact swinger is the faux check swing. Not sure if Jam meant to check on that third strike or not.
Ooh, he gets him on 3 pitches here. Caught him looking. And Avian Ace is out of a jam there. Did surrender the walk, so 1 base runner apiece for these teams. We're into the bottom of the second. It's Hootie Hooter Hoot here in the 5th spot. Jam trusting the fastball here. He knows it's hard for just about anyone to really square it up when it's coming in this fast, at least in the beginning of the game. Ooh, this could be a good backdoor cutter. He does get wood on it, so he is going to spoil it.
Yeah, 93 four-seamer's got to be tough for any hitter to hit. It doesn't matter how good you are.
Hooter who puts a drive into that one, but a diving stop by Cochran on to first, and there's the first out. Good play. Fletchling, I believe a newer left fielder, swings on the first pitch, flies out. Norwest makes the play.
Weaver, as you know, I love the high backdoor curve as much as anybody when I'm on the mound, but Jam really got away with one there on the flyout.
Yeah, not the most perfectly placed curveball, but again, perhaps just a small adjustment period on 93 Ego. This is Flurrabell, and if you are not aware of who Flurrabell is, formerly Light Snack, at any given time, you know, either the 2nd or 3rd best hitter in the entire world as he strikes out on a good pitch from JamPaladin.
And this is Snack's 3rd straight semifinal appearance here in the XBL playoffs, which is no small feat. And 2nd season in a row where we have the Ego increase. When we get down to the Final Four, that Ego jumps up to 93. So Snack does have a small edge when it comes to experience, at least hitting on this level.
And his pitching this season, maybe a bit underlooked. It has certainly improved, and we're seeing it early here in the first 7 outs of this game, making JamPaladin look a bit lost right now.
No doubt about that. His pitching has improved a lot, not only just hitting spots, but his sequencing has gotten better, I've noticed, from season to season. And also Snack going with a trend here across the league of dumping a lot of those junk stats and loading up as much as you can on accuracy for the starting pitching.
Yeah, so Flurrabell looking for his first World Series berth. Has ran into Ashnod in both of his previous seasons in the semifinals. And there's a strike 3. So 6 strikeouts in the first 3 innings for Avian Ace. He's locked in. He has been locked in since the 2nd inning. At this rate, it's not going to be long before he's on fire.
Yeah, another check swing there on strike 3 by Jam on the contact attempt. And we got to see Jam start adjusting to this fastball here, maybe get a little more aggressive.
Ryder Mitchell in his own right, he is locked in. Does not have the strikeout numbers of Avian Ace, so definitely going to be not as far along on the Mojo spectrum. That one induces very weak contact to Jesus. Bare hands, takes it himself. So 1 down here, Avian Ace to the plate.
Both pitchers doing a good job avoiding the hard contact here through the first 2.5.
Tries to spot a fastball up and in, didn't get it. Taking all the way was Flura. It's a 2-1 count. Going back to the same spot as Jam, gets the whiff. Now
and Weaver, you'll notice, sorry to cut you off there, you'll notice both pitchers really utilizing that 4-seam.
Yeah, and here's another one, and it's going to go foul. We saw the potential backdoor slider, the pitch before that. It didn't work. Avian Ace going to turn on an inside fastball on that one. There's a 1-out knock for the pitcher. That's only going to keep helping his mojo. So now,
yeah, Avian really feeling it here.
So he is very far into locked-in territory, but that one may have been a hair out of the zone. Flora swung, and Chirpington grounds into the inning-ending double play. Only a 1-pitch at bat there. So despite surrendering the single to Avian Ace, it's no harm, no foul.
That's a huge double play, Weaver. Not only, with the high curveball, like I said, I love that pitch, but that was Snack's best stat hitter, I believe.
Yeah, Chirpington, the leadoff hitter, I believe moved from the cleanup spot. Unless that was chicken dinner and I'm mistaken. We'll have to see when we come back. That is going to be JamPaladin's first hit of the series. It's a leadoff single.
That's twice now he's gotten the leadoff base runner on, though.
Now with Pon Nielsen at the plate, we know he likes sometimes to take that extra base to activate the RBI man trait. And you can see Flora suspects the same. That was a pitch out. There he goes. Does he have the base stolen? The throw from Bagak is not in time. And he will activate RBI man. Ooh, but swinging way out of the zone there was Jam. We'll see if Flora goes with another chase pitch. Oh, he attacks the zone. He gets it on the corner. And there's one down.
That's as fooled as we're going to see Jam looking at bat, really, with Pon Nielsen.
Ripped by JamPaladin with the contact swing. He went back to it, but it is caught. So quickly 2 down. Avian Ace is on fire in the 4th inning. That may be the quickest I've ever seen a pitcher on fire. Trying to dribble it up the middle. A smile. Has she done it? She will be out at first. Even with all that speed, Flora makes the play.
Wow. That was a bang-bang play at first, and you could see Jam was sending Edwin Beck around third. It was going to be a bang-bang play at home if she was called safe at first.
So now it's Broodmother.
A huge stop for both players there in the third as each offense finally started to threaten here.
On the second pitch to Broodmother, she's going to ground out, so quickly 1 down. Both pitchers just kind of dealing here. Flora rips on that curveball. That was not quite expertly placed. Waited on it nicely for a 1-out single with Bak Bagak. That brings up. Oh, here's Chirpington. She's still in the 4th spot. So it is chicken dinner at the top. Oh, and on the first pitch, could this be another inning-ending double play? The throw from Smile is in time. We're into the 5th. This is a quick game.
This is crazy, Weaver. I've never seen like Snack swing this early in the count. But, you know, with the higher increase ego, both players really pounding the zone.
Oh, and it's JamPaladin who strikes first. He rips it to right field. 1-0 Malibu here, 380 feet.
Wow. A huge lift from the bottom of this order.
Yeah, Dorian Wiggs, the 6-hole hitter, goes deep. Still nobody out. That removes the on-fire mojo from Avian Ace. Still locked in. Yeah.
Sorry about that. Really the only hard contact Snack's given up so far.
And now behind 3-0, surely Jam no, he's swinging. 97 power, but he did get on top of it. Chirpington has an easy play, so there's 1 down.
Somewhere Wolfie Lion smiling at that 3-0 swing for an out.
Now it's Richardson, the catcher. Swings on that one on the outer half of the plate. Put a great drive on it. It's going to die at the track. Seeing some excellent swings from Jam in this inning. Totally different hitter.
He's really starting to make the adjustment. That one had a red 87 power score, just barely missing her. That would have been his 2nd home run of the game in the inning.
Ooh, and then the pitcher flies out right field towards the foul line. It's no problem for Laid an Egg. But the Surfers strike first on the solo shot from Dorian Wiggs. Just their 2nd hit of the game. 5, 6, and 7 here for the Birdies.
Huge for Jam to come out and get the early lead. You know, the one who strikes first can be often, you know, the one who wins the game.
The throw is coming from the deep hole, and it's in time. Almost an infield single just because of where it was placed. Instead, it's a big first out. Fletchling to the plate. Here's that curve again. He hasn't been too effective. Not nearly as effective as the 4-seamer. Rip to the backhand of Cochran. 2 down.
Yeah, that's a frustrating one if you're Snack. He hit that one on the screws right at Mew Cochran. But, you know, those 2 1-out double plays on early in the count swings the last couple innings are really hurting Snack as far as momentum in this game so far.
Yeah, and the pitch count for Ryder Mitchell, very quality right now, especially if he can find the resolve to get into on fire, which against a hitter like Flurrabell is seemingly impossible. And also seemingly impossible, he got him to chase an inside cutter. And we're into the 6th. It is Mew Cochran. She's tense after only 2 at-bats, so I'm assuming 2 strikeouts. Takes that fastball.
Wow, great pitch.
Yeah, good check. Oh, but he can't hold up on that one. It's the 8th strikeout of the game for Avian Ace. Edwin Beck, 1 for 2 now.
Snack really pounding low and away to righties with that 4-seam, and then it really disguises that cut fastball when he comes inside on him.
Trying to go down the line is JamPaladin, but a nice stop by Broodmother. The flip to ace is in time. There's 2 down. Pond Nielsen. A name that will haunt the dreams of anyone who participated in AAA Season 8. Jam, of course, was the champion in Season 8, rolling through the league. Pond Nielsen dribbles to first. Broodmother bare hands. A 1-2-3 inning. This game is flying by, and it's a pitcher's duel. I honestly, I'm not too surprised. We knew Jam would be up to the task to face Flurrabell, especially on 93 Ego, especially with how he pitches. But other than the solo shot, Flurrabell matching him step for step.
No doubt, and both players really pitching well here to start this game. I don't think either one of us are surprised that it's close in a pitcher's duel, but a 1-0 ball game here as we reach the bottom of the 6th is very surprising.
Oh, that was a nasty power pitch. Low and away, it froze Flurrabell, and I believe after 6 innings of 1-run ball, that is the day for Avian Ace. A solid outing. Stuffed Turkey now off the bench, swings on the curveball. It's going to go foul. Will it stay in play for Norwest? No, it is just off that wall.
It does stay in play.
Yeah.
I don't think he needed to jump for that weave.
It was very close, one of those in-betweeners. It's not going to matter as Wiggs catches the soft line out. Here we go. Yeah.
Light Snack, you know, some may question why he's taken out Avian Ace, who's done such a good job here through 6, but Light Snack with that 4-bar bullpen, he's got a lot of good arms to lean on.
Yeah, very solid bullpen. Certainly the bullpen advantage, I would say, belongs to Light Snack. I'm sorry, Flurrabell. Formerly Light Snack. He keeps is trying that inside cutter. It did get him in the previous inning, not here. Oh, and it's a strikeout, but it's going to dribble all the way in towards the dugout, and Chicken Dinner reaches with 2 down. This could really come back to hurt Jam if he cannot get Broodmother here.
Catch the ball!
Yeah, Norwest behind the plate. Now tense. So there's a few tense hitters in the Jam lineup.
That's the 3rd hitter in this Surfers lineup. The 2 best hitters, arguably Mew Cochran and Pond Nielsen, both tense as they're 0 for 3 to start this game.
Looking for a chase pitch on Broodmother. Does not find it. The runner's going. Flurrabell swings right to DeJesus, who was holding on the runner even though they had already broken for second. And the Jam is out of the Jam. But yeah, I'd still say a net negative there. That's because the catcher moves to tense mojo on the pass ball.
It's still great for the Surfers to get out of an inning on another hard contact out by the Birdies.
Finger licking good is the first man out of the pen. It is a nasty pen here for the Birdies. The K-Man pitch there, too hot to handle. And there's 1 down. Wendy Smile now.
Weaver, it'll be interesting to see game 1 early here. With such a tight game, when Jam does have to lift Ryder Mitchell, do you think he'll go to Boone? I mean, to quick zoner, first arm out of the pen. Yeah,
you would think if he can get the bottom of the 7th with his starter here, you would think quick zoner is good for the final 6 outs or so.
Like I said, with game 1, do you want to show quick zoner this early? I personally would, just in spirit of trying to get this win no matter what, but
a game
I know Jam likes to hide.
I think a game 1 win on the road in upset fashion would just be too valuable to pass up, and Ryder Mitchell is on fire, so certainly going to stay in for now, and a curveball on the first pitch is going to result in an out on Bagok.
Incredible.
But here's Chirpington. I don't think
Jam is
go ahead.
I'm sorry about that. Jam is really pounding the zone, so I can't really blame Flora for swinging early in the count, but I've just never seen him make this many early count outs.
Yeah, a lot of them so far. Only 3 hits for this incredible lineup. But the best hitter in that lineup deflects it off the mound into center field for a 1-out knock. The tying run is aboard in the 7th.
And they're good patience shown by Light Snack as he gets the 1-out knock.
That removes the on fire mojo. A wild fastball, maybe a scary heart palpitation there for Jam. This one ripped. Cochran dives. It's into left. 2 are on here for the Birdies. I believe this is the first time they've gotten a runner to second in this entire game.
And now we're starting to get into that territory I was talking about, Weave. It's getting to be bullpen decision time.
Oh, but a little dribbler to Jesus barely makes the play. Ryder Mitchell gets over and covers. Jam obviously wished he could have gotten a more firmly hit ground ball there, but he'll certainly take the one out. But a hit could give the Birdies the lead. Ryder Mitchell staying.
He opts to stay with the starter.
Tried to tantalize him with the inside slider. It's 2-0.
A walk would not be the worst thing here with the base open and 2 outs. And, yeah, you see he's not going to give him anything good to hit there.
Yeah, smart decision there from Jam. It's going to be Partridge Pear Tree. He does have some good speed. Ryder Mitchell. Does he stay? He does. First pitch is a curve for a ball.
Both players missing on that curveball a lot in this game.
Gets back in the count with the fastball. He needed that. And then he blows it by him. A 2-2 fastball here, low and away. It's caught by Mitchell on the comebacker, and he fires to first. He gets out of the jam. I don't believe that.
Jam gets out of another jam. How about it? I can't believe you left Ryder Mitchell in there. And, you know, he lost his on fire, but still had enough fielding there to corral the ball without any kind of a ricochet play there. You know, that could have really got crazy with the ricochet bounce.
Quickly one down here in the top of the 8th. Ryder Mitchell on deck. You would think that's certainly what Jam was waiting for.
Yeah, but with the 3 tenths fielders in this lineup, I mean, you're obviously not going to take Pond or Mew Cochran out, but he could have double switched for the catcher. Well, I mean, the catcher was leading off. He was really in a tough spot there.
I think he is going to remove the catcher. No, he's going to remove the pitcher.
He could pinch run as well, you know. We'll see.
It's going to be Celine Weeks. The other first baseman on this team usually starts versus righties when Shoot to Jesus cannot. Is Flurrabell considering a counter move? I don't believe so. Will be finger looking good. Ripped by the pinch hitter out to center field. There's 2 hits in a row, so an infield single and then a more standard single. Turns the lineup over for the 10th Cochran, looking to redeem.
Jam was camping on that low and away first pitch heater.
Well, he camped that one too. Did not pull the trigger. Perhaps just wanting to burn the count. That's past the mound. Out to Hooter, who he has time. Makes the play. Effectively a bunt. Big insurance runs in scoring position.
Virtually the same thing Snack did last inning with the weak grounder to move both runners into scoring position with 2 outs here. And you've got Pond Nielsen, who's tenths on deck, Weaver, but also has the RBI man.
Yeah, this is a game of pick your poison, in my opinion.
A very tough spot to be in if you're Snacking. Do you think he'll go with the pitching change after the, multiple hits and walk given up by finger licking?
I think he's going to go to Mother Clucker, the lefty, to face Nielsen.
Yeah, you want somebody with some fresh stats here.
So the contact about as low as it's going to get for Nielsen, but the power pretty good. Is it fair over the line? No, just foul. That was going to clear them all, I think. So now Nielsen,
huge foul ball.
0-2. Flurrabell looking to get out of a jam of his own. The patience just not there quite yet for Jam.
He's letting Snack rush him here a little bit. I'd use the back out. Take a second.
Couple missed pitches for Fleur. That one's in the zone. Down the line. Stopped by Hooter Hoot. The throw to first. Nielsen is out just in time. Flora saves a run.
What a play. Shout out to the 2-bar defense, baby. That was a bang-bang play at first.
Yeah, just threw a little bit of a screen of lag there, but that's okay. We could totally see what happened. I was thinking, maybe it was going to bounce off Hooter Hoot. No, he makes an excellent play and just the right amount of power on the throw to get out. So both players get out of bases loaded jams, and it's still a 1-0 game in the 8th. What will the bottom of the 8th bring? It's Quick Zoner, the relief ace of the Malibu Surfers, into the game. Booby Birdbrain, the pinch hitter. So Mother Clucker is out. Just got
Clucker only getting the one out, but it's the biggest out you could ask her to get, as Pond Nielsen again, not coming through for the Surfers after that foul ball missed by less than an inch down the left field line.
Induces some great contact, or some weak contact there. 4 out, number 1. That turns the lineup over. Yeah, and we're going to have to see what the plan is in the top of the 9th for the Birdies bullpen.
I mean, it was a job well done, in my opinion. You know, you'd much rather be down 0-1 and looking for answers on who to put in the game in the 9th than being down 3 or 4 to nothing, you know, and trying to.
So it's chicken dinner 0 for 3.
K-Man will activate here.
This two-seamer, yeah, just a bit wild. Maybe just a show pitch. Going back to the 4-seam, up and in. Chicken dinner puts a nice swing on it. It's going to die on the rim of the track. Edwin Beck, no problem for him. Bruce.
And one thing I wanted to comment on is you love to see that all the big defensive plays in this game so far, the RNG went, you know, the defender's way. I like seeing good, clean defensive plays. Even though it keeps us at 1-0 here, it's nice to see the fielders making good plays and getting rewarded for it.
Oh, a nasty pitch low and away. Ends the 8th inning. JamPaladin 3 outs away from a Game 1 road victory. But you know he's just going to be desperate for some insurance here. A one-run lead going into the 9th versus a hitter of this caliber cannot be comfortable.
Yeah, it's so much harder to pitch when you've only got that 1-0 cushion. And, you know, he's got to have feeling some urgency here to get some insurance. But you know, it deserves to be said what a job he's done for shutting White Snack out for 8 innings up to this point.
Oh, 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and a K for Penguin, who is the 3rd man out of the pen. Solid reliever in his own right. This is, like we said, a nasty pen.
Yeah, all 4 relievers just studs for that Birdie bullpen. And it also needs to be said how good of a job Snack has pitched here in this game. Obviously with the 1-0 score.
Yeah, hammering JamPaladin on the mound. And now it's Dorian Wiggs who is the difference in the game, besides the pitchers, of course. The solo shot coming, I believe, in the 5th inning. And that's where we are. And there's the 2nd hit of the day for Dorian Wiggs. Out to Pear Tree. So a little bit of life here in the top of the 9th. Jam looking for something in the gap here with Norwest.
Dorian Wiggs brought her A-game to this series, providing the only run so far for the Surfer offense, and a nice 2-hit day for her.
The 0-2 was inside now. A 1-2 from Penguin. Induces a swing. It's out to right field. Back is Dinner. Dives and makes the stop. Prevents the runner going first to third, certainly. We are into the bottom of the 9th. It is Bokbagok, Birdie Chirpington, and Hootie Hooter Hoot. The last
best 3 hitters.
Yeah, the meat of the order here. Versus Quick Zoner at 13 pitches. The first pitch is crushed. Nielsen back. Track, wall, brand new ball game. It's tied.
Wow. That's clutch if you're a Birdie fan. I mean, he's been waiting for that the whole game, and Bokbagok really comes through in the 9th inning here for White Snack.
He comes through indeed versus the relief ace Zoner, and now a brand new ball game. First pitch to Chirpington is crushed. That's down the line. Nielsen dives, can't stop it. This is going to go for extra bases. The winning run in scoring position here. Looks like Flurrabell's woken up a bit.
That's why getting an insurance run at some point in this game would have been so huge for Jam. You know, he's got to be sweating it here.
Yeah, this is a tough task here for Jam. He needs to stop that run from scoring. It's out to center. Beck going to have to fire to the plate. Flurrabell will hold. Do you think Jam loads the bases here? And then possibly brings in Alvin Maynard?
Just from a strategy standpoint, yeah, it's pretty much your only option.
I don't. He does go to Maynard.
Would have gone ahead. Yeah, I would have gone ahead and walked the guy with the pitcher you're going to take out of the game, just to not affect your new guy's stats. But oh wow!
Ooh, a big first out as it's caught by Smile. So laid an egg now.
Over yet.
Maynard gets the first out. Outfield is shallow. Infield set for the double play.
He does not have a force at every base, so you have to get the 6-4-3 of the double play up the middle here to have any shot at saving the game. Goes
back to the inside fastball, and he gets him swinging. 1-1. Ripped. Smile. It's off her glove.
Oh,
Here comes the
no.
winning run from third. And Beaky Bay steals game 1 in the 9th.
What a game. The birdies
Yeah.
finally wake up in the bottom of the 9th here.
An excellent game. And it all came down to the 9th inning as Flurrabell gets the solo homer and then finds a way. Gets the couple runners on there. The infield in there, I'm not sure what the effect was there. If the infield was standard, I'm sorry, it was infield double play. So yeah, about normal positioning there. Got a glove on it.
It looked
Just wasn't
like
able.
not to nitpick his play at all, but I think he jumped a hair too soon, and that made I couldn't tell. But it sucks how I was just saying how the RNG had gone towards the defender's way, and for his second baseman to drop that one there just really hurts.
Yeah, a tough way to go, but what a showing on the mound from both players. But yes, for JamPaladin, a lot to build off of going forwards in game number 2, as it will be in Emerald Diamond shortly. But certainly, if you're Jam, you're seeing what you saw there in the 9th, which was Flurrabell seemingly waking up in a drastic way to the 93 ego change, starting to catch up to some of those fastballs, especially the ones that were inside. So we'll see how Flurrabell, if he can carry that over into game number 2. The question is, can Jam solve his own timing issues going into game 3? Or I'm sorry, game 2 as well.
Yeah, I think game 1 you saw both players really trying to figure it out, trying to get that timing down, trying to make adjustments, and combine that with some solid pitching and both staff aces. It was just kind of tough to get going offensively for both players. But I think in game 2 we're going to see a little bit more fireworks, but we'll see how it plays out.
And we will see how it plays out momentarily. The two players will queue up before too long here, and once they do, we will resume the action here on the Cross-Platform Baseball League. Game 2 of the semifinals. It is 1-0 Beaky Bay Birdies, and we'll be right back. All right, folks, game 2, it's at the Emerald Diamond. JamPaladin going to look to bounce back in the series. Flurrabell going to look to extend his stranglehold after the 1-0, or I'm sorry, the 2-1 victory in game number 1. And on the first pitch of the game, it is grounded sharply to Weeks. On to Sardines. 1 down. And then that cutter completely missed, so Beck going to have an easy play. Or, I'm sorry, he takes it out in center field, gets it back in. An easy single for Flurrabell. The one-out variety, here comes Bagok.
And the bats appear to still be hot here for the birdie offense.
Bagok rips that one to the backhand of Cochran, though. So, 2 down. It gets past the first baseman, Aguilar, and into the dugout. What a terrible break for JamPaladin.
Catch the ball.
I don't know if I've seen that particular play.
That's going to be a 2-base error, even though the ball is thrown from the infield. I don't understand that call.
Does have the opportunity to make it not matter here if he can get the out in Chirpington, but it's ripped to the left center field gap. Beck ranges, makes the play. But still a net negative there, as that is going to lower the mojo on, I believe that's Celine Weeks, the alternate first baseman.
Yeah, as we mentioned in game 1, Jam likes to platoon there at first base, but that's going to make his, one of his big hitters tense early in this game, and also a player that has to catch a lot of balls throughout the course of the game is going to be a tense fielder.
So now it's Articuno, the number 2 pitcher here in this 4-bar rotation for Beaky Bay, quickly ahead, or rather an even count, 2-2. That one's ripped by Jam on the contact swing. Does that have the distance? It does! Into that first row. JamPaladin once again strikes first.
Mew Cochran's back, and she's no longer tense as we start game 2 on the right foot if you're a Surfer fan.
A leadoff homer there for Cochran. A wild turn of events. Yeah.
As you mentioned, it was on a contact swing.
Yes, it was on a contact swing. Just got perfectly around on it. Edwin Beck here is going to roll the shortstop. 1 down.
Dimensions not too different here at Emerald than they are at Viejo, but the left center gap, while it is fairly deep here in Emerald, not near as deep as it is in Viejo. And both corners, I'd say, similar depths.
Yeah, that left field wall really is, if you can flip something there, that's a spot where you can hit it out with minimal powers. That was a nasty changeup to defeat Pon Nielsen. And here is the 10th Celine Weeks, batting 1,000. She went 1 for 1, I believe, a pinch hit appearance in game number 1. She's batting cleanup here in game number 2. She's going to fly out behind the plate here. Bagok makes the play, but a leadoff homer from Mew Cochran makes it 1-0 Malibu into the top of the second.
I'm sure Jam wishes he had that run in this game just an inning earlier, but nonetheless, a good start here in game 2.
And a good start to inning number 2 as Cochran catches the first pitch fly out on the infield. Now a screwball here to Pear Trees, going to miss. August Sardine's getting the call here in game number 2. Presumably Vadamakia would go in game 3, which we will have for you tomorrow night. Same time, same place.
And the remaining starter outside of Boone is Matthias. I forgot his last name.
Stevenson.
I know he is the low velo pitcher for the Surfer staff.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting test for JamPaladin in game number 4. So he's hoping to at least steal 1, maybe 2 before he gets there. Got to be stinging a little bit from the blown save in game 1, but off to a strong start in game 2. Flipped out to left, weakly, Nielsen. She has it. There's 3 down here in the second. We're into the bottom of the second. 5, 6, and 7 to face Articuno, the righty.
I think Jam will be happy when they look back on this game and this set and see the way they pitched. Holding Florida to just 2 runs is a great achievement. He's just got to be a little bit, give himself a little bit more room for error on the mound.
Sharpington has good speed. She ranged into the hole to stop that grounder from Smile. Made the play. So with 1 down, it's Dorian Wiggs who hit the solo shot, the only run of the game for the Surfers in game number 1. Weak contact fly ball, right center field, no problem for Laden Egg. It'll be Norwest with 2 down. Takes a fork ball. And a fastball. So quickly 0-2 in favor of Flurrabell. A good take there from Jam on the changeup outside. Doing a good job.
Right on that.
Yeah, working these at bats. This is a good eye here from Jam, and the good eye earns him a walk here on the full count. Good take.
That was 4 straight balls right off the edge of the zone.
Oh, and Richardson punishes that one. Does it get into the gap? It gets past the center fielder. We'll see if Jam can challenge to the plate. I think he has the time. He's got himself a 2-0 lead.
And that's a ball, I think Snack's grateful that the ball didn't get all the way to the fence, but if he catches that clean, it would have saved the run. Tough to give up one, but it was a nice hit by the Surfers.
So Richardson delivers there. Now the pitcher into right field. This is going to be out to Laden Egg. Not either the hitter nor the runner have any speed to speak of. So everyone's just going to move up. Runners at the corners for Cochran, who led off this game with a bomb. You would think Articuno.
Here.
And Articuno probably on the verge of going tense if Jam can find another hit. But it is 0-2. The runners go, and it's popped into center. Should be caught. The center fielder Peartree has a bit of an adventure out there, but he does make the play. That's 1 run per inning so far for the Surfers.
Honestly, you know, Fleur a little bit lucky. The pitcher scalded that ball so hard into right field, we'd be looking at 3-0.
Yeah, if that one is blooped in any fashion, you would think there would be enough time to score the 3rd run. Didn't happen that way. He hit it a little too well. So it's 2-0. Falling behind after the screwball doesn't hit the mark. August Sardines is locked in. Has surrendered 1 hit. And then the base runner via the error. That one is crushed. And it's 2-1. Beaky Bay on the board here in game number 2. And did so a lot faster here than they did in game 1.
Yeah, that's the light snack we're used to seeing, and definitely the type of hits that we're accustomed to seeing out of this offense.
So out of the 8-hole, I believe that was the left fielder going deep. And now the pitcher ripping one, but it is right to Smile. Out number 1. Back to the top of the order. We've seen Jam attempt this backdoor screw, but just not quite finding it.
He's making me nervous with that, Weaver. That front door screwball can really...
Yeah, front door, my mistake. And then he tried the front door change. It induced a foul ball for strike number 1. Now the count is even. Here he goes again. The front door screwball. Is it going to land in the zone? We'll never know. He swung.
Oh, what a pitch.
Wow. He perfectly places that fastball, and he freezes Flurrabell. So there's out number 2.
That was one of those where just a hair of the actual baseball is crossing the strike zone.
Norwest ranges to his right after that pitch jammed Flurrabell up and in. So we're into the bottom of the 3rd, but not before the Beaky Bay Birdies get that solo shot to make it a 2-1 ball game. 2, 3, and 4 here for the Surfers.
Yeah, you know, Snack feels really good about getting 1 run back there in the top of the 3rd, because Jam was really starting to pound, you know, some momentum his way.
Good fastball there. Evens the count. You can see Jam definitely opting to take some pitches. He knows he's at a good pace as far as pitch count goes. Good check swing there. He likes his reticle up and away. As far as I know, he's the only person that does this. Well, he got a good reticle on that one, but it is right to Chirpington. A good at bat nonetheless, but here comes Nielsen.
Something I also like to do is go back and forth between contact and power swing. Contact lets you see the pitch a little bit deeper, and as you can see, Jam's really going back and forth to both types of swings here.
And he's got Articuno's stats just now starting to diminish here in the bottom of the 3rd. Oh, a perfectly placed fastball from Articuno. Deletes that batter. I believe that was Nielsen. There's 2 down.
Weaver, this is going to be the 2nd game in a row Pond Nielsen is tense, and we're only in the bottom of the 3rd here, and yeah. Jam's 3 and 4 hitters are both tense in this order.
Yeah, it's really a testament to this power style we're seeing here from Fleur, just blowing away some of these batters. Oh, that one, no chance for Jam. That looked in, but it just catches that corner on, I believe, a cutter. So there's a couple of strikeouts. And Beaky Bay back to the plate.
Umpire being fair here. You know, he called one off the corner last inning.
Edwin Beck has to go far for this one. He makes the play. Bak Bagok gave it a ride.
Nearly tied this game.
And that was, I believe, almost the exact same pitch that Bak Bagok tied the game on in the bottom of the 9th of game number 1. That JamPaladin trying to go to that up and in fastball, but just not quite placing it well enough. Falling behind on Chirpington.
It's certainly a mind game, and something that makes me nervous as a pitcher is throwing that same pitch to a guy you know he took out of the ballpark at some point previously.
Chirpington trying to go up the middle, stopped by Cochran. 75 power throw. Chirpington is in there.
Great play by Mew, but just not enough arm strength to get the speedy Chirpington.
So here's Hootie Hooter Hoot. Fastball opened up a little bit on Jam. No swing from Flurrabell. Could this be two? Maybe. Cochran only goes to first. Probably the smart play there. It's 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 51.
Game flying right along, as did game number 1. These two pitchers showing off their pitching abilities more than they're hitting so far.
You know, it's crazy because both of them throw 90% of strikes, but they're well-placed strikes usually.
This one is way over the head of Edwin Beck, so the game will be tied here in the 4th. Partridge Pear Tree digging for third. The throw from the gap, not in time. A 2-out triple.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 3.
Huge RBI triple there.
Still looking for that backdoor screw. Has not found it in this game. This one, can this one get over the head of Beck? It's going to be close. He dives. He cannot make the play. It's off the base of the wall. Beaky Bay takes the lead here with 2 outs in the 4th.
Couple of huge 2-out knocks here for the Birdie offense to take the lead in this game.
Flurrabell looking for that 2-0 stranglehold on this series. Long way to go in this one. But a good job regaining the lead here. Just misses the bag for a 4th run. Going with some off speed here is Sardines, and it works. Catches Flurrabell way out in front to stop the bleeding, but not before. Flurrabell takes the lead. It'll be Articuno versus Wendy Smile. Again, Jam just taking strikes. Articuno locked in. Wendy Smile trying to bloop it over the head of Chicken Dinner. It has a chance. It is caught by Laid an Egg. Looks like Fleur was controlling the second baseman all the way.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was unable to get the right fielder there or just wanted to really track it with the second baseman, but luckily for him, his auto right fielder was tracking the ball as well.
Quickly 2 down here as Jam chased that last pitch. It'll be Norwest.
Snack doing a good job of tunneling that outside corner. You know, he's putting a lot of 4-seamers there, but then he'll, you know, as you saw there, he'll come inside with the cutter. He'll go away with the changeup.
And he catches him staring on the heater. Went back to that low and away corner. Jam unable to pull the trigger. Is that the day for Articuno?
Locked in Articuno. But as we saw last game, that monstrous bullpen for the Birdies, something you can lean on, and he's got the 3-2 lead here.
And the question is, how long can Jam lean on Sardines?
Sardines' pitch count was looking really good going into the 4th weave, and giving up those 2 runs obviously hurt, but still in pretty good spot with 48 pitches through 4. Like I said, was just looking a lot better going into last inning before 2 runs.
Articuno is out of the game, and it's stuffed turkey. Tried to flip the other way. It's a pinch hit single.
So the move pays off for Light Snack to lift the pitcher here, and he gets the leadoff pinch hit.
And how much longer can Sardines go here? Looks like Flura wants more speed on first, considering his options.
Not sure how many fast runners he has on his bench to use as pinch runners. Might want to think about saving them for later in the game, but he does elect to go with the fast runner here.
Yeah, Eagle Eye Jones looks like at least 90 speed, if not more. He's into the game at first base. Pinch runner Chicken Dinner ahead now 2-0. Sardines staying in this game induces a double play ball if they can turn it. Cochran to first. It is a double play, and that moves Chicken Dinner to 10th. Remember that.
So both players with big hitters in their lineups moving to 10th mojo. But again, as we saw in game 1, the ability to get monstrous ground balls for double plays and you know, some tight spots for Jam.
Edwin Beck calls off absolutely nobody. He makes the play. So despite the leadoff pinch hit single, it's a quick inning for Jam. No harm done in that inning. Finger Licking Good is into the game for the Birdies, and we should see Sardines lifted here after the Kurt Richardson at bat. Checks
Kind of
his swing.
strange to see 2 runs for the Surfers on only 3 hits total through 4 innings.
Now ahead in the count is Richardson. He's batting 500 in this series. It's going to improve here. Another single for Richardson. Oh, and it gets past the center fielder Pear Tree, so it's going to turn into a double. A mistake there from the center fielder. What happened there?
Couldn't have been worried about the speed of the catcher. Just forgot to catch the ball.
This will be an opportunity for Lex Vaughn, a player that I certainly cannot ever remember seeing.
He's electing to save
DeJesus, yeah.
Yes, his other first baseman.
Yeah, presumably for an at-bat versus the lefty Clucker.
Or, just for the philosophy just to have your best hitter in maybe a bigger spot
A
down
later
the road.
spot, yeah. So DeJesus stays on the bench. Lex Vaughn in a big spot here, but behind 0-2, that activates K-Man. But it's no problem for Jam as he rips into the backhand of Chirpington, who fires to third. Flora thought that was going to bounce.
It was actually a good break for the birdies there. I was almost expecting an 0-2 bunt there from Jam.
That one's ripped to left field, trying to tag the short wall, but it lands just in front of the wall where Fletchling awaits. Runner retreats, and there's 2 down. Couple big rips from Jam, nothing to show for it.
New Cochran tried to hit her second home run of this ball game, but it died on her just at the wall.
Oh, he's completely fooled on the screwball, so an 0-2 count induces a check swing. Now 1-2. Oh, he's really trying to get him fishing there. Oh, and he just missed that fastball. Maybe a hair misplaced by Flora, so it's out to left. And despite the leadoff mistake double, he escapes a Jam. Good pitching there from Finger looking good.
And as I said last inning, Snack really pounding that low and away zone, especially to the lefty. With the arm side screwball, he's trying to get Jam fishing on that screwball.
I believe it's Alvin Maynard now into the game, and the first pitch is walloped into center field, but a nice cutoff from Beck. It's going to hold the runner to a single. Now Chirpington, who prefers lefties. That power versus lefty trait. Oh, the screwball just misses. Curveball hangs all over the zone, but foul.
Fortunate there.
Fastball is in there. Ahead is Jam. He's going to go up and in. It's in a good spot. It's ripped. Cochran makes another diving stop. Gets that Bagak out, but there's certainly no way to get Chirpington. So a fielder's choice.
Another potential double play ball, though, for the Surfers, and a great pitch.
Going to look for another here is Jam. Hooter Hoot takes strike 1.
Don't be surprised to see Snack run here at some point. He's got to be getting tired of hitting double play balls.
Jam, yeah. Oh, he throws over, and he's got him picked off. Chirpington into the teeth of Cochran, and there's 2 down. You call it, Ox.
Wow.
Next pitch, into the glove of Celine Weeks, and just like that, the inning comes to a close. Maybe a momentum shift.
The tense fielder Weeks with the diving catch.
Curveball looped in there high and away. Pon Nielsen wanted nothing to do with it. Still looking to reach base in this series is Nielsen. Rips on the 0-2. Chirpington, no problem. 1 down.
And Pond is really feeling the playoff nerves here in the semifinals. She has not brought her A game to this series.
Yeah, Jam probably feeling fortunate, maybe both players, that there's no Mocho carryover. It would make for a very miserable series in this context. Swinging on the screwball outside is Weeks. Dinner? No problem. Quickly 2 down. Ooh, nasty pitch there to start the count against Wendy Smile. Goes to a similar spot. Smile tries to flip it, cannot. A 1-2-3 inning, very economical for Finger Licking Good. And it's time for 6, 7, and 8. Bottom of the order for the birdies. Partridge Pear Tree swinging first pitch. Norwest has to run, but he's got it. So now
Light Snack doing his best Mantis Toboggan impression on the mound here, really pounding low and away.
Yeah, to great effect. Just the couple of small handful of mistakes to Jam in this game. Still a 1-run ball game. This has been a great series so far. Here in game number 2, birdies took game number 1 at home. Looks like a pinch runner, if I'm not mistaken.
Pinch hitter, Woodsy Owl comes
pinch
into
hitter.
the game, the righty-lefty.
All right. So a more favorable matchup perhaps for Flurrabell. Take strike 1.
Here you see Jam fishing for another double play ball.
Oh, he may get it. He got him chasing the screw. Wendy Smile
No.
goes to second. No chance to get the pinch runner or pinch hitter.
Yeah, too much weak contact there. Turn 2, but he does get the lead runner. And we're going to see Fingerlicking lifted out of this game.
Yeah, the fielder's choice forces Flurrabell's hand. He will have to bat with the pitcher, and thus will more than likely remove him. Unless he wants to
Weaver,
try
do you remember what was Fingerlicking's pitch count at? He is locked in on the mound.
Ooh, the move not going to pay off at all. It's an easy out. Ox, I believe, I don't know the number of the pitch count, but I know the velocity and the accuracy were starting to tick below standard level. So a refresh on the attributes here with Mother Clucker coming in, the righty.
Yeah, really a no-brainer there, even if they were on fire. If their attributes are starting to dip as a reliever, it's time to pinch hit.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. Mother Clucker is a lefty. The first pitch just gets Jam chasing for the first out. Jam here definitely looking to reach base and extend the inning to get to the 9th spot where it would be prime real estate for a shoot to Jesus appearance.
Yes. And, you know, Jam's gone kind of quietly here the last couple of innings. Snack doing a great job of quieting the Surfer offense.
2-1 is ripped into the backhand of Chicken Dinner. That's one where if you just gotten it into dive territory, we could have seen a bounce with the tense Chicken Dinner. Here is Richardson, who has been very reliable in this series for Jam on a couple of games where his offense has not been present. And Sharpington is going to complete the 1-2-3 inning. Snack dealing. That's 5 straight zeros put up since the 2nd inning.
Yeah, and other than that Richardson double error, whatever you want to call it, a couple innings ago, really not much noise out of the Surfer offense, and Snack just really pounding that low and away corner.
Low and away changeup. Snack rips left field. Nielsen makes the play. That one had a chance to sneak into that gap. It did not. So it's out number 1. We're in the top of the 8th.
Another tightly contested ball game. It's been 1 or 2 runs the entirety of this series.
Falling behind 3-0. Going to come into the zone with a fastball. Induced a swing. No result. Battles back.
First sign of trouble we will see Zoner here, I believe.
That one jams him just enough. Cochran in the dirt. Dug out by DeJesus. When did he come into the game?
Oh, my. What? And I don't remember when he subbed in to Jesus, but it paid off.
Oh, it's going to get past DeJesus here as Norwest collects it down the right field line. Flurrabell, a 2-out double here, looking for an insurance run.
How big is that scoop now, though, Weaver?
That scoop is massive. It certainly saves a run on what was only a minus five. Yeah. That was an unfortunate break for Jam, but then a big break to scoop it. And now Sharpington in a dangerous count. Oh, chasing was Flora. Smile makes the play. So we're into the bottom of the 8th. It is still a 1-run game. Masterful pitching on both sides. Alvin Maynard should be done here. Roland Gallagher.
Got to be feeling.
Again, who is this?
This is the backup catcher, I believe. Good offensive stats, as you can see.
Oh, and he rips it. Is that going to find the right center field gap? Peartree on the run. It's off his glove. That is not a lot of speed on that pinch hitter, but he's going to go for it. It's a lead-off triple in the bottom of the 8th.
That's massive, Weaver. I think that ball actually bounced before it got to center. I can't
hard to
say
tell,
100%.
Yeah. It was
I think it would have been down either way, but
yeah, would have been a crazy tough play to make. So now Clucker in a jam. Infield is in. Jam swinging on the first pitch. He retreats back to third, but Flora throws home anyway. There was no one even near the plate. It's going to go as a single.
He might have touched, the home button and tried to go to first. Sometimes they don't make that recalculation in time.
The game is tied. JamPaladin comes through. It's into the gap, and it's past the glove of a flopping center fielder. The Surfers take the lead in the bottom of the 8th, and he's going for third. JamPaladin clutches it out here.
What are we seeing here, Weaver? Another triple.
And now Nielsen, in a big spot, stares at a curve. Infield is still in. The deficit is only 1. JamPaladin.
No outs.
He's going to look to get that run in. It's to the... He goes home with it again. It is almost a similar situation, although that one's certainly forgivable. You have to at least make sure that runner goes back. Runners at first and third.
Just a nightmare inning on defense here.
This one flipped into shallow right. Does Jam trust the speed to tag? It was an errant throw.
Second.
Yeah, he is going to get Nielsen to second, so a productive out. The throw was errant, so I think he may have been able to score. He certainly would have been able to score, but not wanting to take the chance, and you can understand it.
Right. I think his goal the whole time when he first made contact was, I'm going to, start the runner and send the guy on second.
Oh, this time Flurra makes a very smart play. He tags the runner out in the pickle. So he's an out away from preventing Jam from getting the crucial insurance run.
Huge momentum swing in this inning.
Yeah, very large momentum swing. It's now a 1-run lead for the Surfers. And that may be where it stops. It's going to be close. Oh, just foul. A new lease on life for Dorian Wiggs. Runners go. It's in the dirt. A little hesitation from Bagak. Everybody's safe.
Caught him sleeping.
Nielsen back to neutral over there at third. That's in the dirt. What will he see on a full count pitch from Clucker? It's low and away. It was a good pitch. I believe a strike. And induces the ground out. Here we go to the ninth.
Great pitch. That's the kind of pitch you really needed if you're light snack with, in very much danger of giving up 2 more runs on a base hit there.
So Zoner entered game 1. This is the relief ace of the Surfers. He entered game 1 with, I believe, a 6-out assignment. This time he enters with a 3-out assignment. He goes up and in for the strike.
Up and in was the spot that we saw Birdie Chirpington take one out of the game off Zoner.
I believe that was Bagak, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Hooter Hoot. Gonna get the leadoff single. There's that tying run. Flurrabell will never say die. We've seen that in all of his semifinals appearances. This is his third. If
you're never going to get a hitter like him out easily in the 9th inning.
If you're just joining us, this is game number 2 of a best-of-7 XBL semifinals here in our 10th season. JamPaladin, the 6th seed, versus Flurrabell, the number 2 seed. This is a huge out for JamPaladin, looking to even the series. He's 2 outs away.
And Weaver, could you ask for anything else in these opening 2 ball games of our semifinals?
No, these games are being decided in the final innings. That's all you really want. Could this be 2? Cochran going to go to first. Probably the smart play. I think Hooter Hoot it would have been very close at second. Now there's 2 down. The Flurrabell looking to tie it with a simple hit here. Zoner. Does he have the ice in his veins? Or will it be Woodsy Owl? Oh, the cutter just misses. Woodsy Owl has the count in his favor. Strike 2. Here we go. Full count in the 9th. The K-Man fastball. It's a walk. A great eye from Flurrabell.
Great take there by Light Snack. With the K-Man activated, you're down to your last strike. But the base was open. It was a smart pitch by Jam to not give him anything to hit.
This is the last man off the bench for the Birdies. It's Cassawary. Zoner looking to finish this at bat before the stamina changes. It's out to Smile. The throw to first. Jesus makes the play. And the Surfers even the series. What a game.
What a game indeed. And as you see, 6 hits for the Surfers, but 4 runs.
Yeah, just an amazing, amazing game as we move to post-game here in the XBL. Again, my name is Weaver for Prez. Ox has been joining me tonight in his booth debut here on the XBL. And what we just witnessed here, as I do a quick on-the-fly edit, is Beaky Bay storming back to take game number 1 in the ninth inning. They were down 1-0 the entire game. They hit a solo shot with no outs in the ninth, and then a couple batters later found the walk-off single to take game number 1 in walk-off fashion. Led game number 2 here, Ox, all the way. I can see the line score on my other monitor here, all the way into the 8th, where JamPaladin not only tied it but took the lead on a series of, you could say defensive mistakes, but there was a lot of great hard hitting from Jam. Fleur did a great job of limiting the damage to keep it at the 1 run, but then Quick Zoner came in and finished the job. I mean, what else? What can we really say about the first 2 games going 1-1? I mean, that's what you love to see, isn't it?
Amazing, Weaver. All we could have asked for really out of these 2 players: 1-run games, late inning theatrics, great plays, clutch hitting, clutch pitching. This game, they both had it all.
They both had it all indeed. So they're tied at 1-1. They're going to go again tomorrow at the same time. That's 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. They'll have 2 more games for you. If I'm not mistaken, it will be from Flurrabell's perspective. So they'll play games 3 and game 4 in this best of 7 series played on 93 batting ego here in our 10th season of the XBL. They are one half of the final 4 of the semifinals. The other half of the semifinals is coming right up. What time is it here? It is 7:20 Mountain. So I believe at the top of the hour is when we are going to have the continuation of Astronaut's Coupon versus Luke Archer. That series is also tied at 1-1. If you're not familiar with those players, Astronaut's Coupon, probably the greatest hitter that has ever played Super Mega Baseball. He will be put to the test on 93 Ego versus Luke Archer, who stole a very convincing game 1 victory off of him in that series on Sunday night. So they will continue here in a little over a half hour. I will be back here in the booth with you. We'll see who we get here going forward to join me. And we hope you can all stay up with us and catch those games. The first 2 were incredible. I'm sure the next 2 will be as well. They will also play tomorrow night at the same time, following the continuation of the series we just saw, which was Flurrabell versus JamPaladin. If you're new around here and you'd like to catch more of the action or potentially join us one day, you can go ahead and scroll down and click the Discord link to join. That's where primarily our community is housed. You can follow this channel when we go live. During the season, we do Sunday night matches of the week, as well as all semifinals and World Series matches. I've been Weaver for Prez. Oxbox, my man, thank you so much for the short notice jumping in here in the booth. That was a lot of fun. I'm glad we could do this.
Weaver, I really appreciate it. It was a privilege being here with you. And Light Snack, JamPaladin, thank you guys so much for the great couple of games, the showcasing you guys did for this league. And we really hope anybody listening comes back to join you for the other semifinal here with 2 other great players in this league.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. We will see you then. Everyone have a wonderful night. Thank you to our players. Thank you, Ox, again. And thank you to everyone who tuned in to watch. I've been Weaver for Prez here for the XBL and for Oxbox, signing out, and we'll see you later. Thank you.